Caution: before you go eating random plants off the forest floor, please consult experts, field guides, and multiple sources. Definitely do not trust some random backwood misanthrope like me to be a source of pure and unwavering knowledge. Hello. Today we're looking at another one of the hardwood spring ephemerals. This is the Cutleaf Toothwort, Dentaria Laciniata. Who knows if I'm pronouncing that correctly? Only ever read it from a book. You can already see that the forest here is getting so much greener. All the leaves are just starting to bud, black flies are coming out, and there's a lot more ground cover. You can find the Cutleaf Toothwort in the same hardwood, clayey, sandy soil habitat as the trout lily and leek, but it likes to be down in the bottom of gullies in much more damp soil. The leaves of this plant are pretty cool. They typically look like this, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lobes, and then on top each stem you'll have 3 of these leaves. It can be hard to differentiate sometimes because the lobes, like this pair here, can go almost all the way into the stem. The margins of these leaves have this deep cut in them, and it's called a toothwort because its root actually looks like a canine tooth. So what you can see is a couple of the rhizomes from this toothwort right here. And the whitest one is going to be the newest. And then they get this green when they get a little bit of sun exposure. But the one we want to go after is the one that's slightly yellow, and that's last season's. So if we take that one, it'll leave the plant intact because it'll have growth off of the other 2 rhizomes. And then we can just push this soil back in to give the stalk support again. And then I'm going to move the leaves back in to shade the soil. So look at that. A perfect harvest with no damage to the plant. That plant will continue going on. Has plenty of energy stored up in the other 2 tubers. And we get ourselves a little snack. As always, I will be posting field guide on my Instagram, as well as links in the description of this video to books and a website. The Cutleaf Toothwort is a member of the Brassicaceae family, which is the mustard family. So what we're going to do with this little spicy rhizome is make a bootleg wasabi. I developed this a couple of days ago just out in the bushes. You can use the file on a multi-tool and just gently rubbing back, you'll get a real nice paste. Since we don't want to be hack bootleg, we're going to take some of the leaves, which have a faint flavor of the horseradish, and we're just going to do the same thing just to get the color. I had a bit of mixed success making the sushi. Some of them fell apart, but the trout lily really held together. And the wasabi looks great. So let's start off with the trout lily. Okay. So the toothwort's definitely there. It's really subtle though. I think next time I'll flip the roll over so the toothwort lands on my tongue first, because it kicked right in at the end. As for the other ingredients here, we have spicy mock crab. It's the Alaska pollock. And I mixed it with some chili oil and mayo, and that's how it's spicy. Then there's just chopped cucumber and sushi rice. So we've got 3 more trout lily left, 3 more wild leek. I ate some of these off camera as they're falling apart. Very delicious. Number 2. Oop. The wasabi flavor definitely hit better there. I also feel like I gotta make an apology to my dear friend the trout lily. Last episode I only mentioned that it tastes like dirt but good. But as a matter of fact, there's a little bit more to it. There is the slightest tartness of like apple, and it's actually pretty sweet too. But what you're fighting with is this earthy flavor and the apple, sweet tart flavor. And I think that's why it gets a bad rap. I think it's probably similar to how cilantro is, some people will say it just tastes like soap, and other people actually quite enjoy it. Well, really freaking enjoy it. I'm gonna bust in some sacrilege soy sauce to make these very umami. Oh, yum, 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 yum. Oh, making a very salty poke bowl. Downed it all pretty fast. It's really freaking good. I think I actually like the trout lily more for this variation because the leek makes it really oniony. I think the trout lily, the bit of sweetness, it's less overpowering, and all in all, it mixes with the other ingredients quite nicely. And before this video is over, there's a couple other good ways to eat this. I really like it squished and then chopped, minced into a coleslaw, kind of like how you'd mince garlic. Really good that way. But as far as it goes, it's not like you're going to be eating this as a staple crop. They have really tiny populations. It's a small amount of food you're getting, and you should think of it and its application more so like a clove of garlic, and how that little bit of food can lend a whole ton of flavor to larger dishes. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.